Hello friends, today we are going to discuss an interview question which is asked by the Apple and the Microsoft in April 2025. So this question is available in the Strata Scratch platform. So the question is, we need to find out the list of the bottom two companies by mobile usage. So here the company is defined in the customer ID column. Mobile usage is defined as the number of events registered when client ID is mobile. Means when the client ID is mobile, we need to find out the number of events. And then we need to, the result must be in ascending order. In the case where there are multiple companies tied for the bottom ranks, 1 or 2, return all the companies. If any of the two companies have the same rank, we need to display all the companies rank-wise. So the output should be consist of customer ID and the number of events. So we are going to solve this question with the help of the two programming languages. First is Python, second is MySQL. First of all, I'm going to solve it with the help of Python. Okay. Now this is the platform and this is the question. Okay. So the link of the question is also available in the description box. Now let's write the code. First of all, I'm going to import pandas. Now we have the data frame that is fit events. Okay. Now what are the columns are present inside this data frame? So we have ID, time ID, user ID, customer ID, client ID, event type, and event ID. But according to the question, we need to focus on the customer ID, right? Client ID, and the event type. Okay. Because event type, we need event type because we need to calculate the number of events. Now, the question is saying we need to find out the mobile usage when the client ID is mobile. Now, we are going to put a condition in the data frame. We need only those columns where the client ID is mobile. Okay, first of all, we are going to find out all the rows where client ID is mobile. Let's rename our data frame. The condition. ID equal to see the data. So where we have this data, okay, where all the rows consist of client ID as mobile. Okay. Now we are going to calculate the number of events. We're going to calculate the number of events based on the customer ID. Okay. Now so how do we calculate the number of events? By using the group by keyword on customer ID and count function on event type to calculate the number of events. We're going to reset the index to include the event type inside the data frame. Let's see. Now what we have, the customer ID and the number of events associated with each customer. Okay. Now the next part is we need to return those companies who has rank 1 or 2 Okay, based upon the number of events. Based upon the number of events. Means the bottom companies. Now let's apply rank and kindly see what type of rank we need. So in this case, we are going to use the dense rank, because if two or more companies having the same number of events, the rank should be same. Okay, so let's include one more column, rank. On the event type. Rank. Method should be dense. Now we have the rank. See, lowest number of events has the lowest rank. Okay. Now we need to find out those companies whose rank is 1 or 2. Okay. Rank is greater than equal to 1. Okay. And second condition is rank is less than equal to 2. Now, what do we need? Only the customer ID and the number of events in the output. We don't need the rank. So let's write the columns which we need in the output. Here the event type stores the number of events. Okay. You can also rename the column with the help of the rename function. See the output. So this is the customer ID and the number of events whose rank is 1 or 2. Okay. I hope it is clear. Now let's solve this question with the help of the MySQL. Now let's solve with the help of MySQL. Select start from events. Now first of all, we are going to fetch those rows where client ID is mobile. Now we have the rows. Now let's use the group by keyword to calculate the number of events. Okay. Event type. Now we are going to rename the column as number of events. Group by customer. See the output. So we have the customer ID and the number of events. Okay. Now we are going to apply the rank, that is the dense rank. That is count event type. So we are going to rename as R. Let's run the code. Now you can see the rank. Okay. Now, what do we need in the output? Only the customer ID and the number of events, where rank is 1 or 2, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to select only the customer ID and the number of events, where our rank lies between 1 and 2. Select. No, where are between 1 and 2. Okay, let's run the code, see the output. Okay, now we are going to rename the query which is inside. Okay, that is T. It is necessary to rename the inside query, the inner query. You can see the output, the customer ID and the number of events, where rank lies between 1 and 2. So I hope it is clear to all of you. If you like my video, kindly share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.